I'm quite busy right now. Perhaps later we could talk.
Tonos emeragith, wanara ci drumta sa inchobin sasha, tosimana rachata. Dawacho simu poinda rakawa ichi rendumu para makawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara. Bomababe want to susitu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Inwamagro, me rangana noroja. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Febko emarayam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada ber mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Febko emarayam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa. Tonos emaragith. Wanara ci drumta sa inchobin sasha. Tosimana rachata.
Sintatita crom. Doci pato non è noto?
Geri inturunto wakare kwe wap geri bu. Inso telepachan ko sadara nane gra da nuta cholore.
Tawini malre, una bola che chua wantungatong. Traci kusa kunta chubatun borawramwa. Ton sobo marimpa, komarikata nimbuna ke asorupa manwante, ne kama korondi samarakanti. Mogaci, nota, imbrewe sotamici, pratanga non me vidi tota rocha wanachiki. Promne brava, nikati sosagor kavatumpa, pola pelewe nikata. Rishunko, Jova ninja chimba, paksi tre duju si juju pitie, primtaba nin sochu. We non sacrate, rotota de jalavara con sazoto. Chubatone kin chuba mi, soko goche, ti chike chusu mogotabra. Grabe chusai greni viti hung doga. Kuriko asotoe ringe frite de ducha or samba sugna kapla wiye tinya del ciro runta gamsa.
Pornace ni sopa maranca do risa vota. Govona met. Sucha to la bace kamatuch. Furtek choka. Dochi namas runta. Ragichi sa? Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javas kobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeyo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javas kobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeyo. Krech, mizoto minaka de sama krema krach vituto. Vakaraze zon mama. Potaka chi bintano. Vereka tocha heremba. Sobo rama hota wata kan. Du noka herete pachasa borta. Krisocha wentense me punta. Lorcha wata yuma ni. Hodanga yuma des. Dak bota no chi tagwa ita. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tache morota kamsa, javas kobo sabjo, rigiso karvenokso, mochi tosasa grindeyo. Tahupo botenya go jucho picha, gwem tabani sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, jugadosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitola.
Kotor oranga manatandi goroto. Mopiguna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Nunchka wana si cho rana pa manga kan. Mopigla wacho si muchuto. Posa non ci rinta masukin kura wanka. Posong jinsun mi karanga do mai chonga. Tu es recto na tu insula raka raka chat. Kotor oranga manatandi goroto. Mopiguna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Kotor oranga manatandi goroto. Mopiguna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Insukre masukun batungala. Merontono junsa raka roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo rakamana sobu. Haramontok tumukara chukorak. Grun kanwana mochi nito rabanaka. Dosimona ra racha. Gonachi drum paba nakaras. Posa non ci rinta masukin kura wanka. Posong chinsun mi karanga do mai chonga. Tu es recto na tu insula raka raka chat. Insukre masukun batungala. Merontono junsa raka roto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo rakamana sobu. Kotor oranga manatandi goroto. Mopiguna wana si jinsi wano bosh. Kotor oranga manatandi goroto. Mopiguna wana si jinsi wano bosh.
Pasa susho wi. Kanaina doka ches. Kapantorondi loso chi rana bip bip. Nelji kachi a ubang ta. Lutanas, antihit mudira yun chuba.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. I suggest you leave the room, off-worlder. I've got all the fans I need right here, so go space yourself. This room is reserved, off-worlder. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf. She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else. You're flaming right, I do. The night she made the great flight, she ripped Dagon apart. Not literally, but we could hear her laying into him over here. We got a good laugh at it. Dagon was so mad he was sputtering. Then he stormed off. Best entertainment we had that night. The only good thing about that Sulio is she had a good tongue on her.
Risunko, Jova Ninja Jimba, Axi 377 Juju Pitie, Printaba Nin Soju.
Moronos marana, potaga, yufulki kokola Gigi. Doveri nincha, yonona shitasa chuch.
Kroto no ranga manatandi groto. Mopi una wana si chin si wano bush. No Muchka wanasicho ranaba mangakan. Mopita wacho si muchuto. Tanto todos tumukarata. Meiranganaroto. Dosimana rachata. Sukre masukun ratungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu. Minsukre masukun ratungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu. Krotono ranga manatandi goroto. Mopiuna wana si jinsi wana bosh. Haramontok tumukara chukorak. Grun kanwana mochi nito rabanaka. Dosimona ra racha. Gonachi drum paba nakaras. Tanto todos tumukarata. Meiranganaroto. Dosimana rachata.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon. But the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe someone in here will know more about what happened that night.
Minsukre masukun ratungala. Merontono junsara garoto. Minsukun rakawata. Poendo ratamana sobu.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right? I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle. Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic? That's the first good news I've had in months. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on Onderon. It's worse than we feared. I have to get to Coruscant to deliver my report. But days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas. After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other worlds may follow, and that can't be allowed to happen. Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity, and people just take it for granted. All worlds are now interconnected. The Senate also smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the Republic falls apart, 1,000 little wars born out of petty rivalries will erupt over time. Eventually, the entire galaxy could be thrown into a dark age. I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition knows no bounds. I believe the people of Isis are absolutely correct. A civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time. What do you want to know about that night? Dagon Gent didn't do it because he was with me at the time. It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder. We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars. I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
The information I have is vital to the Senate. I hope you can help. Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos. Helping me is not without its risks. I know you have Jedi training, so you can probably handle it. But I may be being watched. If that would compromise your mission, perhaps we should go our separate ways.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal, something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa. I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on. Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I want to talk to you about anyway. Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it. You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities. Permanently. Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
I've heard of those. Old stories from an earlier age. They come from a dead world. The crystals caught the last rays of a dying sun. Rare indeed, and powerful.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal. Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi. It's a small universe. I don't really care about the trouble that's behind you or ahead of you. We have exactly one thing we can talk about. Starport visas.
The Eyes is Swoop by Champion just talked to me. I can't wait to tell all my friends.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
Malampro tarawanti casa samcha barda watasha kontiacha maumbrata tiwas. Tawancha mori chiwa mufalawa ni bobo wishyo kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Mungachi ta imbre wanachike drumba bambwa konti-chan munka kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata ta kometa kablaia justing miki gongo beaste kun grabi la king no mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma.
Kawanabota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Kawanabota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Entomesh mi paju watamincha yokoluntuado nukulabirawa. Tinesa un soto.
Good to see you again. Any luck with the visa? Really? I've been looking for one for weeks. Thanks. You've done a tremendous service for the Republic. Now I have to catch the first shuttle out of here. May the Force be with you.
His mission sounds important to the Republic. You acted admirably by aiding him in his endeavor.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you? We haven't played before, so you should know I don't pull any punches. Every game, I play to win. You prove your mettle, and I might throw in a bonus one of these rounds. But enough of my cautionary advice. Let's play. Finally, some worthy competition for a worthy pastime. I'm curious if you can do that again. Do you want another match? You want another game? You've got another game. Almost had you there at the end. The cards are fickle friends at best. Do you want another match? You know your cards. I'm certainly up for some more spirited competition, though. That's a shame, friend. Perhaps next time the cards will be in your favor. Do you want another match? Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion. I was cleaning up steaks from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Gent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend. Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
I'd much rather talk about something else. Focusing on the negative is no way for a gambler to live. You know your cards. I'm certainly up for some more spirited competition, though. Almost had you there at the end, but cards are fickle friends at best. Do you want another match? I only got one more loss in me tonight. You win this one, I'll throw in some extra cards. Those were the best credits I ever spent. If you ever want to give me private lessons or let me buy you a drink, look me up. As for Pazak, however, I think you cleaned me out for the night. I promised you some Pazak cards, and I always keep my word. Here you go.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
It's the Pazak Shark. No more games for me. I know when I've been beat. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? That would be Bahima's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering. Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3. No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanazika. Tawancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata. Da hupa bo sakurata go jujuto yoki hiata yamba wajia yukito tune. Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Tawancha morichiwa mufalawa ni bobo wish yot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata. Ichawa te crossi wish yot toda si e krimba chok windindo.
This room is reserved, off-worlder. Huh. If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance. That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were. I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though. That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
Kavadumpe masuraku popayi potenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo sabjo richiso kara nokso mochitosa sagrindeyo.
What do you want? Not really, I just started here. I have to get back to work.
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods? Entity Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts. The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits. Thank you for your business.
Kif in the cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Nita manja yuma lorda wata no sanazika. Tawancha morichiwa, mufalawa ni bobo wishyot kuna sita dorcho ni sobawata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatora. Tayaita ta bosananansata.
It's the Pazak Shark. No more games for me. I know when I've been beat. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about? If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here? That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive. We did our job, Offworlder, and an hour or two of meddling on your part gives you no right to say that. Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other. Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima the bartender can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
I've already given my report, Offworlder. He came from his office, like I said.
The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi. That's not quite right. The recording doesn't show who did it, just the direction the shot came from, which is the opposite direction from Dagon's office.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be working on getting Dagon Gent out right away. The Major sure isn't happy. Great job, Nico. Without you, I'm pretty sure that the doctor would still be behind bars. And thanks for your legwork, Offworlder.
What were you trying to do, Offworlder? If I hadn't spoken up for Dagon, he'd still be in jail.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators. I'm not gonna say any more. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one. We go way back. Way before he became Mandalore. In my experience, Mandalorians always know about the doctors around. For some strange reason, they keep getting into scrapes. You want to know more? Ask him yourself. Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. I just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink. No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free. She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I deal with death all the time. We all end up like her eventually. Yeah, it was. Although it looked pretty much like this to begin with. Little dirt never killed anyone. Well, maybe a few people. But they didn't pay too well, so they got what they deserve. I give my customers a menu of options. If they go for the deluxe, I'll clean up the place and put on a new smile. Otherwise, they knew the risks. Patients, customers, idiotic hut spawn, call them what you like. Most doctors tell you that they get into the business to save lives. Most of them are flaming liars. At least I'll tell you the truth. I'm in it for the credits. Like what? Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hut's vault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with? Nobody knows for sure, but everybody thinks that General Vaku has to have something to do with it. They're keeping the attempts quiet, but that place is locked down tight. The Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty on Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a master there, I think I know who it is. I'm not certain, otherwise I'd tell you. But the man I'm thinking about is smart, likes to stay in the shadows, and is cryptic as hell. If he isn't a Jedi Master, he should become one. There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those discs because they have some contact information on them. The people I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure, and that holodisk has the procedure. Bakel's gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.